YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy T, back at it again with another episode of Talking with T. I'm still up north looking for better areas to film. The water was a good idea the other day, but the waves are crashing a little too hard today. Be too loud. By the road, if the cars are a little too loud, I may not post this video. But without further ado, let's talk about JV Bickerstaff's introductory press conference as the next head coach of the Detroit Pistons. My first takeaway from his press conference yesterday is that he's actually excited to be the head coach of the Detroit Pistons. He wants to build a fun brand of Detroit Pistons basketball, bring it back to the bad boys area, whatever. You want to build an identity, and that's something the Detroit Pistons have not had in the last 10, 15 years since the going to work Pistons. They have not had an identity. Are we a shooting team? Do we hustle? Do we play defense? We have not had an identity, and that's exactly what JB Bickerstaff is going to bring here. Build an identity, build a culture, and that's what he did in Cleveland for the past 5 years, and that's why everyone was shocked that they let go of JB Bickerstaff in Cleveland. He built a good culture, and he's going to build one here, and that's something there's proof in the pudding. Like he said yesterday, there's proof. I've done this before. I'm confident in myself to do it again, and that's what pumps me up about him being the next head coach of the Detroit Pistons. Now let's talk about him talking about Cade Cunningham, working with Cade Cunningham. He thinks Cade's a stud, like majority of us in the fan base. There were some of us that said we should sign and trade Cade, see what we could get for Cade. No, we got a star player here, and they put pieces around him that can elevate this team to go from here to here. That's exactly what this Detroit Pistons team, they should definitely be able to double their win total from last year, and that's nothing crazy to be able to do. They only won 14 games last year. With your talent alone on this team right now, you should at least hit 30 wins and be a playing team. I firmly believe that. Cade's a stud. He just needed some pieces around him that can score and actually be a competent NBA player, and they did that with Tobias Harris, with Simone Fontecchio, with Tim Hardaway Jr., with Malik Beasley. This team's light years ahead of where they were last year. There's no Killian Hayes. There's no Malachi Flynn. There's none of these bums out there that you're hoping that can catch hot on offense. It's like me going out there and shooting with Killian Hayes. I suck at shooting, and so does Killian Hayes. So that was so frustrating. And now you have someone that's excited to work with Jaden Ivey. Look what JB Bickerstaff did with Darius Garland. Darius Garland and Jaden Ivey are very similar type of players to where their quickness and their athleticism could separate them from any defensive player at all times. So that's very exciting to me and encouraging to me that he brought up Jaden Ivey, because Jaden Ivey the last couple months has been talked about a trade piece. People are saying, does he come off the bench? Is he going to start? But it's exciting to hear that JB Bickerstaff wants to work with Cade Cunningham. He wants to work with Jaden Ivey as the backcourt. That's what it's always been. And this is look what he had to work with in Cleveland with Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. That was an excellent backcourt, and now he could develop that with Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. Another thing that really pumps me up about JB Bickerstaff is he wants to build an identity. I know I said this earlier in the video, but him just wanting to be here is something that I don't think we've had in a long time as a Detroit Pistons head coach. It's like Dan Campbell. No one wanted to take the Detroit Lions head coaching job, but he said, I want this job. That's pretty much how I'm feeling with JB Bickerstaff. Trajan Langdon wants somebody in here that can develop fun, someone that can come in here and build a culture of winning, someone that players want to be around, people that players want to get behind. So that's why it's exciting to me that JB Bickerstaff contacted Cade. They've been working really hard to see what Cade likes, the rotation Cade's like to work around. Like this is how you build a successful NBA team, a successful NBA franchise. Finally, Tom Gores put in some work. Doesn't hiring the best person out there. He was hiring somebody that wants to be here, wants to build this Detroit Pistons team, and wants them to get back. It's not like where Monty Williams and Troy Weaver were like, we're trying to restore this. We're trying. This is like they're actually putting in pieces. They're putting in places to where this team can elevate and get to the next level. And it's finally encouraging as a Detroit Pistons fan. You don't have to be the laughing stock of the league, be the worst team in the league and get screwed and get the 5th pick. We got competent pieces here. You got competent people running your organization. That's all it takes to be a successful basketball team, a team where you're consistently night in and night out having a chance to be in the playoffs. And when you get to the playoffs, anything can happen. You just got to get better and better. And the more talent we add to this team, the better that's going to be with Cade Cunningham, with JB Bickerstaff. We finally got the right people. From the top down, the vision is working, like Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, Trajan Langdon to JB Bickerstaff. The vision is set in place, and it's encouraging to finally be a Detroit Pistons fan, but where you don't have to be like, yeah, I'm a Pistons fan. I hope they do good, when they're not going to be the laughing stock in the league, and we don't have to send out guys like Killian Hayes anymore, man. That's so exciting, and it's finally encouraging. I can't wait for the summer league to see what Ron Howland can do and Marcus Sasser can do. That's someone that I think is going to excel with JB Bickerstaff. Let me know what you guys think about the JB Bickerstaff hiring down below. Like the video, comment down below what you guys think about the video, subscribe to the channel, do what you got to do to keep helping this channel grow. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.